Hi, ladies.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hi, Maureen. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hi.
I thought I was in the wrong way.
Hi,
Hi,
Deborah.
Karen. Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Okay, thanks. Hanging in there.
Hanging in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are the kids? Everybody good?
Everybody's good. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yep.
Good to hear.
How about you?
All right, everybody's fine. I haven't seen them, unfortunately. They're in Portland and San Francisco, but
Hello.
yeah. But we, the usual FaceTime thing. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's hard. It's
But
hard.
they're happy where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's important.
Yeah, they seem to be very happy.
Yeah.
That's good.
But there's always a drive.
Okay, let's start. Introduction.
And everybody should mute themselves.
Thank you. Starting in Tadasana. Feet beneath the hips. Core is working. Shoulders are pushing back. Heart is pushing forward. Hands to heart. Feel yourself spreading your toes. Close your eyes. We're going to take 3 big breaths in. We're going to hold for 3, exhale for 3, and hold for 3. So let's start together. Inhale, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. On your own. As we get our lungs working, please set an intention for today's class. Two more breaths in your own time. Ready for those lungs, get them working. Keep your eyes closed, drop your hands to your sides. We're going to take a few cleansing breaths to really ensure our lungs are already opening up. As we inhale, we lift our hands high. And as we exhale through the mouth, hands come down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, inhale up and exhale down. Going to go sideways. Find your stance one more time. Check everything is in alignment. We're going to go into chair pose very slowly, bending the knees. Let your fingertips touch the ground and bring them up. Hold it. Ready, try not to arch the back. Use your core here. Your knees should be over your feet, but not too over and not too under. So you're pressing into your heels here. This is a very strong and difficult position, and your alignment is very important here. We're building all those little muscles connected to the knees, and of course the big thigh muscle too. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. On your next exhale, drop over. Head is heavy. Keep those knees nice and stable. Straighten the legs slowly, opening up the hamstrings. Head is heavy, arms are heavy. Bend down, keeping the head heavy. Keep those knees over the feet. And straighten. Again, bending gently down with strength. Straighten. This time come to a half forward fold, lengthening the spine. Legs are not locked, but they are engaged. Grind down on all sides of the feet. Bending and releasing again over. And to half forward fold. Lengthen the spine, open the chest here, push that heart forward. One more time, bending and relaxing over. And half forward fold. Pushing your shoulders back. From here, into chair position again. Bending down and bending into the knees, hands are high. Head in line with the spine. Try to keep those shoulders away from the ears. Make sure your knees are over your ankles, your feet, middle of your feet. You may not bend so deeply, but the most important thing is to have the alignment. Nice long spine here. Breathe. Come back to full forward fold. You can bend and stretch here if you want, waking up the hamstrings. Half forward fold, long spine, push those shoulders back, nice flat back, lengthen the spine. Breathe. Back into chair pose, bending the knees, finding that alignment, keep those knees absolutely stable. Be ready strengthening all those muscles. Nice deep breathing here. On your next inhale, all the way over, back into full forward fold. Bend and stretch, warming the hamstrings even more. Half forward fold, lengthening the spine, pushing the shoulders back. Nice deep breathing. Back to full forward fold. Bend the knees. Hold on to the backs of your ankles here. And now straighten the legs. If you can. If not, keep them bent. From here, bending the knees back into chair. Really bend as deep as you can without compromising the alignment. Shoulders away from the ears, use your core. Your navel is pressing to your back of the spine. And finally, come up all the way to Samasthiti. So we're waking up all those muscles in the legs. So from here, let's just go into Tadasana and come onto our tiptoes. Try to find your balance. Use your core, keep your focus. When you come down in 3 counts, slowly with control. 2, 3. Now we'll go up in 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2, whoops. 3. Don't do what I do. Come down slowly. 2, 3. Last time. Keep your focus. Keep those knees strong. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Not easy. You can always hold on to something too. Okay, from here, come to the tops of your mat. We're going to go into Warrior 2, which means take your left foot or left leg or whichever leg you prefer, but remember which one it is. Big step back. And here the alignment is very important. We have to have a wide stance, heel to arch alignment. Our hips are kind of diagonal. Before we go down, feel your glutes working, feel your long spine, chest is pushing out forward, bend into that front knee. Now that's focused on knees today, so that's where our attention is going to be. We're going to bend that knee so we actually are not overly bent and hopefully not underly bent. So your knee is literally over your foot. If I look at it, I see my big toe, the rest of the foot is hidden. So, and my back leg is engaged. My back foot is about a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to, you might have to adjust, but you want to bend. That knee needs to be in alignment with your ankle. That's the most important thing here. Opening up the chest, breathing, looking at your third right finger. Gaze is nice and easy. Keep that strength in that knee. Spreading on all toes. From here, right hand onto thigh, really reaching out over. If you want to look up, you may. Keep that back leg engaged. Make sure your knee, your front knee, is nice and strong, exactly over your ankle. Feel that stretch. Back to Warrior 2. Feel the strength of that position. Straighten that leg. Come down, bending the knee all the way. You can take your hand to the floor if you want, or keep it up on your thigh, looking up at the ceiling. Ready, open the heart here. Keep that strength. Back to Warrior 2. Use your core. Keep that navel pushing back into the spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Straighten the leg and bend it. Now the most important thing here is to keep that knee exactly in alignment. You're working and building those muscles. Straighten and bend. Keep your core working. Straighten and bend. One more time. straighten, and bend. We'll take one more nice opening here, wherever it is for you today. Really open up the chest. Keep that knee stable. Breathe. Ready, reach that hand to the ceiling. Back to warrior two. Check your alignment. Make sure that knee is not coming in or going out. It's nice and straight. Straighten the leg. Turn that right foot parallel and roll down slowly, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down, hanging over. Arms are heavy, head is heavy. Try not to roll on the outside of your feet, and you do that by bringing your thighs towards each other into the midline. Breathe deeply. Let's interlace our fingers behind the back and lift our arms as high as possible, opening our chest, bringing those thighs together. Really opening up the chest now and the shoulders. Release the hands. Walk them forward into a low downward dog. Your heels remain on the floor. Hands are shoulder width apart. Lift those hips high. Breathe evenly and deeply. Walk the hands back. And roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebra. All the way up. In this position, let's turn the other side. For me, it's my left foot, and my right foot goes at about a 45-degree angle. Find your stance. Your hips are sort of diagonal. Lengthen the spine. Push those shoulders back. Push the heart forward. And bend into that front leg. Checking your knee. Find where it's good for you, where the right alignment is. Once you found it, open up the arms. Gentle gaze over the left third finger. You don't want to be over here moving that knee. The knee needs to feel very stable. Breathe deeply. Use your core. Make sure you're not rolling in on the back foot. Take your left forearm on your left thigh and really reach over, feeling the ribs opening up. Look up if you want. Keep that knee stable. That's the most important thing here. Back to warrior two. This time as we straighten, let's turn our palms up to the ceiling and straighten up. And open. We focus on that knee. Up, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. This time you can take it on your thigh or all the way down to the floor, Opening up that front arm. Whatever works today for you. Keep that knee stable. That's the most important thing. And of course, don't roll on that back foot. Really reaching up to the sky. Push that chest forward. And breathe. Nice deep breaths. On your next inhale, push yourself up to warrior two one more time. Open the chest. Check your knee. And let's do a few more of these. Inhale, straighten, and exhale. So the alignment is really perfect here. Inhale up, and exhale. Inhale up, and exhale. One more time, inhale up, and exhale. 3 breaths here in warrior two. Open that chest even further. Make sure that foot, that knee is over the foot. No rolling on the back foot. On your next inhale, turn that left foot parallel and roll down slowly vertebra by vertebra. Head is heavy, arms are heavy. Try not to roll on your feet, but bringing your thighs to the midline. Breathe deeply, find your breath again. Interlace the fingers behind the back, reaching the arms high. Really opening up the heart here. Breathing evenly. Relax the hands to the floor. Walk your hands out into a low downward dog. Pushing down on the heels, lifting the hips very high. Feel the strength in the back. Use your core. Shoulders away from the ears. Don't roll on your feet. Breathe deeply. Two more big breaths. Walk your hands back to the center, head is heavy. And walk your hands into the center, keeping the head heavy. You can bend your knees. Your feet are beneath your hips. From here, make sure your knees are not too forward. You're pressing down on your heels. From here, lengthen out that spine, keeping the knees bent. Knees are over the feet, over the ankles. From here, straighten the legs into full forward fold. And guess what? Back into chair. Find that alignment. If you can get a little deeper, now that we're a little warmed up, bend a little deeper, but no compromising of the alignment. 3 more breaths. Keep those knees nice and stable. On your next inhale, come all the way up. And back to Samasthiti. Okay, I think we warmed up pretty well now. We're going to go into really a deep lunge. and work the knees in this position, which is also connected to warrior one. So if you come to the top of your mat, one more time. Before we go down, check your alignment. Everything working. We're going to take a very big step back, and this time it's parallel. So find that your hips are facing forward, or what works for you. You focus on the knees here. So we're going to bend into that front knee. We mustn't go too over. We want it really in line with the ankle. And take that back foot further back. Hold onto your right thigh with both hands. Push your chest forward. Hips are facing forward here. You have to find what is comfortable for you. From here, we're going to bend that back knee, touch the floor, or almost touch the floor, and straight. Almost. So this is staying in one line. Bending. Keep that nice long spine. Bend and stretch. Last time. Bend and stretch. And from here, place your hands down and take a nice deep low lunge here. The knee again is over the ankle. Push your chest forward here. Nice long spine. Hips are even. Take this into a plank. Finding your alignment here. Pushing back on the heels. Core is working. Breathe. Slowly bend the knees down. Release the toes. Keep that 90-degree angle in your knee. Walking the hands out, lifting the hips. Opening up the spine, the shoulders. Pressing down on the tops of your feet. As you release, you may find you need to move your forehead a little further. You and your hands. So feel that energy through the spine, really releasing, opening it up. On your next inhale, walk your hands back onto all fours. Push back into plank. Find your alignment. Push it back on your heels. Hands up beneath your shoulders. Fingers are spread. Use your core. Strong arms. Breathe deeply here. From here, push up into downward dog. Regular downward dog. You can pedal your feet. First real one of the day. Pedal your feet. Whatever feels good. Hamstrings are a little bit warmed up, so it should feel pretty good. Press those hips high. You want to get those heels on the ground. From here, bend the knees, back onto the floor, release the toes, walk the hands out one more time, 90 degrees in the knees. Press down on the tops of the feet for a deeper stretch. Shoulders away from the ears. Lift those hips and breathe deeply. On your next inhale, walk your hands back to the side of your head, back into plank, pushing back on those heels. Find your strength. Use your core. Breathing nice and even. 3 more breaths. Push back on those heels. Take the left foot in between your hands into that low lunge. Back to the focus on the knee. Knee is over the ankle. Chest is pushing forward. You're pushing back on the back heel. Feel that beautiful stretch in the groin. Hips are even. Come up a little bit onto your top of your toes, your back toes. Come up to your kneeling, long lunge kneel position. And lower that the right knee this time. Up, down, and up. Keep that left knee perfect. If I did the wrong side, forgive me. We meant to change sides. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. The most important thing here is that knee, placement of the knee. Last one. Down and up. And now we're going into warrior one. So you may have to shift that back foot just a little bit. Find your alignment. Hips are facing forward. You're going to bend into that front leg. Back foot is about 45-degree angle, wherever it feels right. Again, watch where your knee placement is. Press back on the back of your foot, back foot, and lift those arms high. Hold it. Breathing nice and deep. Three more breaths. Okay, straighten that leg. Turn that left foot parallel and roll down once again. Vertebra by vertebra. Hanging over. Catching your breath. Try to get your breath back even. On your next inhale, both hands to right knee, nose to knee. If you need to bend that knee, that's fine. You do what you feel comfortable today. Nose to knee, breathe deeply. Try not to roll on the foot. Back to center. And to the left ankle. Nose to knee, one side may be easier than another. Just be mindful of where your body is today. Breathe deeply. Walk your hands back to center. Head is still heavy. Interlace the fingers one more time behind the back. Really reaching those arms as high as possible. Try not to roll on the outside of your feet. Press those thighs towards each other. Release the arms down. Walk the hands out one more time. Keeping the heels on the floor, lifting the hips as high as possible, lengthen the spine, long neck, shoulders away from the ears. Wide downward dog. On your next inhale, bend the knees. Place them beneath the hips and come to Balasana, child's pose. You can stretch your arms forward or take them by your side, whatever feels right today. Catch your breath. From here, roll up slowly onto your heels and come ready to a position with your feet hip width apart. Here's where you can put your blanket or your pillow to make things a little easier. You may have to reorganize your blanket so it is wide enough. But we're going to really, from here, roll down all the way vertebra by vertebra, resting your feet, resting your calves on the blanket. Before we get started, I want you to pay attention to your alignment. Place your hands on your hips. They should be even. Shoulders are already pushing back. Heart is pushing to the ceiling. Your core is working, so you're diminishing the hollow in your back. Your neck is nice and relaxed and long. Chin should not be too high. You don't want to scrunch the back of your neck. So keep that nice and long. Let's take a few big breaths together before we start. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I want you to focus on the right leg now. You're just going to lift it off the, flex the foot. Your other leg is pretty relaxed. Lift it and lower it. Lift it and lower. Lift, so you're elongating the leg, your right leg, flexing the foot and lowering it down, it becomes relaxed. So you're really working the knee joint very gently, but you're working it. At the same time, you want to keep those hips even. Lift and relax. Lift and relax. One more time. Lift and relax. Other side, left side. Lift and relax. Lift and relax. Lift and relax. Try to relax the glutes. So really, what's working is your ankle, your calf joint, your thigh muscle. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Okay, now let's try both legs together. Lift up, flex the feet. Now, you're using your core here. So before we relax, I want you to feel that your back is flush all the way on the ground. And now relax. Lift both legs up. Your pelvis is tilting up to the ceiling. Shoulders are pushing back. Your navel is pushing towards your spine. Your neck is nice and relaxed. And your heart is pushing up to the ceiling. Relax. Down, up, and down, up and down, up and down. 2 more times, up and down, up and down. Okay, focus just on the right leg. Lift that leg up off the bolster and turn it out. Turn the foot towards the ground. Keep that hip, keep both hips even, and now turn it in. Out and in, out, using your core here, and in to keep that back flush on the floor, out and in, out and in. One more time, out and in, and relax that right leg. Find your breath, step side, start from that flex position, turn it out and turn it in. Like a windshield wiper, but just the foot is moving, the ankle of the foot, but you're actually working the whole leg to rotate it one way and the other. Out, in, out, in, last time, out and in. Take a moment, take your bolster or your blanket and place it underneath your neck so you feel comfortable. Find your comfort area. Again, we want to make sure our alignment is good. Flex the feet, use your core, find your comfort zone here. Shoulders are pushing back, heart is pushing to the ceiling, your legs are engaged, your core is engaged. Bring your heels together all the way to where it's comfortable. Place your hands on your hips. Take a moment just to relax here. Let go. Let that groin start to release. Let your knees take a break. Breathe deeply. But make sure your back is pretty flush to the floor and your neck is very relaxed. So just let it go here. It's really starting to release some of those interior muscles and of course the hips. Nice big breaths. Ready, use those lungs to really fill them. Feel the depth of your breath here. Try to relax your glutes so the natural gravity is pulling your legs, your thighs open. Okay, bring those knees up to the ceiling. Place your feet just below your buttocks or wherever they're comfortable for you. Use your core here. Lift your heart, push your shoulders back, and bring one leg up. Need not be straight. From here, interlace those fingers behind the right thigh and bring that thigh towards your torso, like both hips are on the ground. Nice and even. If you're able, extend that left leg all the way, slightly off the ground. If you want to straighten the right leg, that's fine. And change sides slowly with control so that your left thigh is coming to the front, to your torso. Your right leg is just a few inches above the floor. Both hips are even. Extend that leg, the left leg, if you want. Shoulders are even. Push down with your navel towards the spine. Breathing. Release the hands. And then scissor the legs. You really want to use the core here. You can keep your legs slightly bent. Whatever feels good for you today. Nice and slow with control. Breathing. Building those core muscles. Two more times each side. And bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock side to side gently. Very good. Okay, let's get rid of our blanket. Put it to one side. Feet are just below the buttocks, hip width apart. Again, we want those thighs parallel. We want to be pushing down onto our feet. Your hands can be by your side. We're going to do a reverse tabletop. Sorry, a bridge pose, it's called. We're going to lift our hips as high as we're able. Ground down on your feet. Lift those hips, keep those thigh muscles parallel, working hard. If you want to interlace your fingers, push your shoulders closer together for a deeper stretch. Hold it. Breathe. Ready, push those hips a little higher. Breathe. Nice big breaths here. When you're ready to come down, come at your own pace, with control, slowly, vertebra by vertebra, very gently. We're going to do that one more time at your own pace, please, but with control. Push those hips high. Make sure your weight is even on all sides of your feet. Push those shoulder blades together. When you come down slowly with control, vertebra by vertebra. Take a moment to bring the soles of the feet together one more time. Open up the arms nice and wide. Some nice deep breathing here. Relax the neck. Place one arm over the other, releasing the upper shoulders. Relax the knees, relax the hips. Nice big breathing. Relax the glutes. Open up the arms and cross the other way. Other arm on top. Some big breaths. On your next inhale, open up the arms. Got a choice here. Coming back to bridge to our feet beneath our buttocks, hip width apart. You're going to do one more bridge, or if you want, if you feel ready, we're going to do a shoulder stand into plow. So bridge, you know what to do. Push those hips high. For those who are doing shoulder stands, you're going to push up, bring all the way up, as high as we can on our shoulders. Lengthen our legs to the ceiling. Breathe. If you're able, you can take it with control into plow. Slowly bring your legs over your head with control. Breathing. Push your chest forward, those in plow, those in bridge, push those hips a little higher. Those in plow, coming back with control, all the way up, and all the way down, vertebra by vertebra, with control. Whoops. All the way down. For those in bridge, lengthen the legs. Take a moment to open the arms. Catch your breath. From here, come back to our position with our heels just beneath our buttocks. We're going to work the ankles now. All connected, those legs. Got to keep them all strong, every muscle working. Open up the arms just comfortably to your sides, palms up. Focus on your core before we get started. Pressing your navel towards your spine, so we're reducing the hollow in your back. Chest is pushing up. We're going to lift the right leg so it's at a right angle. Bent knee, foot is flexed. We're just going to move those toes, the only part of the body moving. So we're going to crunch them and flex them. Crunch, flex, crunch, flex, crunch, flex. One more, crunch, flex. Now we're going to go through everything and point the foot. And we're going to do the same thing. Flex the toes and point. The only thing moving on your toes, so it's right toes. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Last one, flex, point. Now we're going to rotate the whole ankle to one direction, clockwise. Nice. Make a big circle with those toes, that big toe. One more time this direction. So really the only thing moving is your ankle, and of course your toes are going to eminently move as well. Two more times. Great. Back to our original position. The nice right angle. Foot is flexed. And now we're going to go slowly through every position, just the right foot. So slowly through that arched foot, but the toes are flexed. And now point, and now flex just the toes, and then bring back that whole foot. Slowly through each to free up position. Flex the toes, coming through back to the beginning. One more time. And back to. Very good. Shake out that leg. That's a lot of work for that ankle and those toes. We neglect our feet so much. Find our alignment one more time. Both hips are even. Core is working. Shoulders are pushing back. No hollow in the back. Lift that left foot, 90-degree angle. Watch your neck doesn't strain. Okay, so if you want to use your blanket to lift your head a bit, you can do that. Okay, finding that right angle in the left foot. Both hips are even. Working just those left toes. Scrunching down and up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. One more time. Down, up. And now all the way down to pointing. Just the toes up and down, up and down. Just the toes up, down, up, down. One more, up, down. Rotating the entire ankle. Just the ankles moving, but your toes are actually going through the flexed and pointed as well. Going in one direction. And now change directions. Just the foot is moving. One more time. Back to our original flex position. Going slowly, slow motion through each position to point. Flex the toes, coming back to flexed ankle. Down to point. Lift the toes to flex. Down to point. Flex the toes. And last time, down. Flex the toes, back to flex ankle. And shake out that leg. It's a very good strengthener. Bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a good hug. You really deserve it. You worked hard today. Rock side to side, releasing the back a little bit. Let's take both knees over to the left side. Opening up the right arm. Feeling that wonderful spiral. Try to get your right shoulder on the ground. And try to look at your right hand. Wherever your head lands, if it's just the ceiling, your gaze, that's fine. Breathe into it. Nice and easy. Stretch those fingers. Spread them wide. Breathe deeply. On your next inhale, come back to center, both knees to chest. Big hug. And let's go to the right this time. Opening up the left arm. Really feeling that nice spiral. Spread those left fingers. Try to get the left shoulder on the floor. And looking at the left hand if you can. Breathe deeply here. On your next inhale, come bring those knees back to your torso. Give them a big pat because they worked hard today. Thank you, knees, for all you do for me and for all of us. Let's extend the legs all the way out. Relax your ankle. Open up the arms to a comfortable wide position, palms up. Relax the neck, the facial muscles, the jaw. If you feel a little bit vulnerable today, take your right hand over your heart, left hand on your tummy. Relax your shoulders and your elbows. Close your eyes. Most of all, relax your mind. Go inward, find some peace, and let go.